In today's video, we are going to see a simple and easy trick to draw the oxoacids of phosphorus. How to draw the oxoacids, what is the structure, how to assign the oxidation number, and how to predict whether it is a monobasic acid or a dibasic acid. So that trick we will be learning in today's lecture. So let us start with the first example. The first example is hypophosphorus acid. Students, you have to learn the names and the formula of the acid. Now what you have to do is, if you see the molecule, you have to select the central atom. As we are considering the oxoacids of phosphorus, here in all the examples, the central atom will be phosphorus. So I will write the central atom first, that is phosphorus. Now I will first attach a double bond oxygen to it. Now when I add this, what is remaining here? 3 hydrogen, phosphorus I have used here, 1 oxygen I have used here. So what is left is 3 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Now you have to form maximum number of OH pairs. If you see the molecule remaining here, only 1 OH pair can be formed. So attach that OH to this phosphorus. Now what is remaining is 2 hydrogen atoms. Now attach the 2 hydrogen atoms in this way. So what are the rules, student? First you will write the central atom. Then you will attach a double bond oxygen to it. Then remaining you form maximum number of OH molecules and you attach that to the phosphorus, and then remaining hydrogens you attached in to the phosphorus. Now let us see how to assign the oxidation numbers. While assigning the oxidation numbers, always remember a double bond oxygen will always have a -2 oxidation state. A hydroxyl group oxygen will have a -1 oxidation state, while hydrogen will have +1 here. Now let us make a total here. This will be -2, -3. So negative total is -3. Positive total is +2. So what is remaining is -1. If you see the molecule is neutral and therefore the oxidation state here must be +1. So here the oxidation state for phosphorus is +1. Now how to predict what its acidic nature is? You have to count the number of OH groups here. If I see there is only 1 OH group, so this is a monobasic acid. Here again I will write this is orthophosphorus acid, also called as phosphonic acid. So let us write the central atom phosphorus. Attach a double bond oxygen to it. Now what is left? 3 hydrogen, 1 oxygen gone, so 2 oxygen left. Form maximum number of OH molecules. How many OH you will form here is 2. So I will attach 1 on this side, 1 on this side. Now what is left, student? 1 hydrogen is left, so I will attach that hydrogen in this way. So this is the structure for orthophosphorus acid. Let us assign the oxidation numbers. Double bonded oxygen -2, hydroxyl oxygen -1, -1 and hydrogen +1. Make a total -2, -3, -4 and this is +1. Total should be 0. So what is the oxidation state here for phosphorus? Is +3. Let us see how many OH groups are there. Here if I see the first OH and the second OH, so this is a dibasic acid. Students, it is very important to note that you know that phosphorus is from 15th group. If you see the electronic configuration, it is 2, 8 and 5. So if you see the number of bonds maximum what phosphorus can form is 5, and you can check this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in all the oxoacids, phosphorus must form 5 bonds. Let's go with the next example now. Here student, one new rule which is added here. When there are 2 phosphorus atoms and odd number of oxygens, then how you will proceed? You have to first form a POP linkage. This is a peroxide linkage. So 2 phosphorus gone, 1 oxygen gone. How much is left? H4 and O4 left. Now the next rule is same. You have to attach a double bond oxygen to this. So 2 oxygen gone. So what I am left with? H4 and O2. Next, form maximum number of OH pairs. Here I can form 2 OH pairs. So one I will give on this phosphorus. There should be equal distribution on both the phosphorus atoms, and one on this OH phosphorus atom to this side. Now what is left, student? 2 hydrogen atoms left. So one hydrogen here and one hydrogen here. Now let us see how to assign the oxidation numbers. To assign the oxidation numbers, rules they are same. So let us see this. Double bonded oxygen -2, -2. Here it will be -1, -1, +1 and +1. Now whenever there is a peroxide oxygen here, then oxygen will be -1. Now how to assign the oxidation number on phosphorus, student? For assigning the oxidation number on this phosphorus, you will consider the molecule in this way. Right? Now let us make a total. -2 and -1, that is -3, -4. So -4 and this is +1. So the remainder is -3. So phosphorus here is in its +3 oxidation state. Now when you want to find the oxidation state on this phosphorus, how you will consider this is in this way. So it will be -2, -3 and -4, and this is +1. Then total is -3. So here also phosphorus is in its +3 oxidation state. Now what is important here, student? If you see this is phosphorus acid. What is phosphorus acid, student? Phosphorus acid is H3PO3. Very easy to remember the formula here. Now what you have to do is, to find this formula, you add one more molecule of the same, that is phosphorus acid here. So I will get H3PO3. Make a total of this, you will get H6P2 and O6. And then what is the meaning of pyro? Pyro is heat. When you heat this, what will be released is water. So when water is released, what you will get, student? 2 hydrogen gone. So you will get H4P2 and O5. That is what you get here. This is pyrophosphorus acid. So let us see the next example. Here, now if you see, there are 2 phosphorus atoms, but the number of oxygen atoms, they are even. So there won't be any peroxide linkage. So how I will write? First phosphorus here, the second phosphorus here. 2 phosphorus gone. Then attach double bond oxygen on both the phosphorus atoms. What is left now, students? P4 and O4. For maximum number of OH pairs, I think you can make out, I can make 4 OH groups here. So attach 2 to this side and 2 to this side. So the molecule is this. Let us assign the oxidation numbers now. So oxidation number will be -2, -2, -1, -1, -1 and -1. Now assigning the oxidation number, how you will find this? -2, -3, -4. So total of -4. So it is a neutral molecule. So here the oxidation number is +4. And if you try on the other side, then it will be same, that is +4. So this is how you assign the oxidation number. Very important, check this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 bonds are present on phosphorus. Let's go for the next example. Here, this is orthophosphoric acid, or commonly we call this as phosphoric acid. Here the central atom again is phosphorus. Attach a double bond oxygen. Phosphorus gone, 1 oxygen gone. What is left? H3O3. Form the maximum number of OH pairs. I can form 3 OH pairs. So here I can write simply 1, 2 and 3. So this is orthophosphoric acid. Let us assign the oxidation numbers. This is -2, -1, -1 and -1. Make a total -2, -3, -4 and -5. Molecule is neutral. So phosphorus must be +5 oxidation state here. Students, here if you see, phosphorus is in its highest oxidation state here in orthophosphoric acid or phosphoric acid. So it is the strongest acid. What is the relation between oxidation number and the acidic strength, or how to predict the acidic strength, that you will be seeing in coming videos. Now if you see this, how many OH groups are here in this acid, student? 1, 2 and 3. So what you will call this as, this is a tribasic acid. So this is the best example to study the relation between molar and normal solutions. So one MCQ question can be asked on this, because 1 molar solution will be equal to 3 normal for this phosphoric acid. Let's go for the next example. So here if you see, there are 2 phosphorus atoms and odd number of oxygen. So what I will form first is a POP linkage. Now after that, what is left, student? 2 phosphorus gone, 1 oxygen gone. So what I am left with is H4 and oxygen 6. Attach a double bond oxygen to both the phosphorus atoms. So 2 oxygen atoms again gone. So I am left with H4O4. Now form maximum number of OH pairs. I think you can make out that I can make 4 OH groups here. So I will attach 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So this is the structure of pyrophosphoric acid. Let us assign the oxidation numbers. So assigning the oxidation numbers, it will be -2 on double bonded oxygen. So it will be -2, -2, -1, -1, -1, -1. For peroxide, it will be -1. Can you assign the oxidation number on phosphorus now? It is easy. So it will be -2, -3, -4, -5. So this is +5. So same on the other phosphorus, how I will assign this in this way. -2, -3, -4 and -5. So this will be +5. So this is how you draw the structure. Very important to note here, student, if you could have make out that this is again a pyrophosphoric acid. What is phosphoric acid? Is H3PO4. Now what I will do is, I will take 2 molecules of this. I will add this. What I will get? H6P2 and O8. Now this is pyro, so I will remove water from it. So when I will remove H2O from this, what I am left is H4P2 and O7. That is this acid. So it's a very easy way to remember the formula. If the word is pyro, pyro is heating, means what you are after heating, what is released is water. So you get the formula automatically. Let's see the next example. Here, if you see the word, student, it's poly. It's something like this monomer or the simple unit is repeated over and over. So let us see what will be the skeleton for this. Rules, they are same. So first you draw the central atom. Then you attach a double bond oxygen. Now if you see what is left now, hydrogen and 2 oxygens left, right? Form the maximum number of OH pairs. So you will get 1 OH. Attach that 1 OH in this way. Remaining 1 oxygen you attach either on this side or on this side. Now what will happen, student? The other phosphorus atom from the neighboring, because this unit is repeated. So what I will have is the other phosphorus atom, a double bond oxygen and a OH. And this will be again attached to oxygen. So this chain will continue in this way. Now you have to assign the oxidation number for this. So let us try the oxidation number now. So what will be the oxidation number, student, here? -2. This will be -1, -1 and -1. Now while considering the first case, I will consider in this way and this way. -2, -3, -4 and -5. So here phosphorus is in its +5 oxidation state. So same will be for all the phosphorus atoms. So this POP linkages, they will continue in both the direction as they have given here N. If they give you 2 here, then you have to stop the chain here itself. So this is all about oxo acids. So please comment how you observe this way to know the oxo acids. Similarly, we will see the oxo acids of sulfur in the next video. Thank you, students.